Dhoni is the most destructive batsman.
He changed the face of Indian cricket.
I think Dhoni is the biggest legend Indian cricket's ever had.
MS Dhoni, the new batsman on the crease. This is the way he bats. He's a flyer.
No one there at the deep mid-wicket boundary. An excellent shot. Excellent shot once again from MS Dhoni. For India, his 50 came off only 63 ball. Too much of room there for MS Dhoni. And
And a superb stroke once again, clearing the field. Strong man, look at that.
So Rafiq will continue. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has come out to the middle. He's the man from Jharkhand. He's sent back. The bails are off again. The third umpire has been called for. And Dhoni departs first ball. And that's most unfortunate. Dhoni goes for no score. India 180 for 6.
I think Dhoni has come with a big reputation as a good striker of the ball. The catch will be taken. Habibul Bashir completes the catch, and that is a very good one. Again, as a partnership was starting to develop, 24. Bangladesh have pulled it back. He played the full shot, and the captain, whose duty of butterfingers in the test match, he comes back on the second spell and picks up a wicket in a second delivery. And that's a good catch. Went low and went fast. That is a great. Come down.
Taken. Another catch in the deep has been taken.
Hurting players here. It's Ashraf Khan who got Dhoni playing that lofted shot. And good running catch by Rana Naveedullah and made sure. Gone for 3 is Dhoni. India 260 for 6. Not such a bad delivery from Ahmed Sani, but it is such a good.
It's in the air and quickly. Once again in the air. One.
Suffering. Pakistani bowlers.
Come back to that. The progressive run rate. That's a good cricketing shot. Goes for the big one. 6.
Nicely played. They have been slightly premeditated. The length was not ideal for that.
He's looking to go after that. And that's a 6. He goes again. This is another one.
Another one.
Striker to the ball like this, the ground does look small.
Very dangerous, but he is that kind of player. Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Full toss, and he has hit it over the fence. He waited for it, let it do its thing, let it turn, took it on the top of the ball. He is gone, and he is well level with the ground. It's gone over the top, that is 4 again.
And that will be his 100. Fantastic 100. Coming up just 85 deliveries, the quickest 100 by an Indian against Sri Lanka. Coming at a very important time. Chasing a big target, this young man is stood up.
Dhoni.
So he equals the record of the highest number of sixes by an Indian.
Smashed again off the top.
Outside the boundaries. Most sixes by an Indian batsman in a one day. Here's the fans, and he achieves. Yes, he has a 6 on his mind. And 6 up. What an innings! 15 fours in 10
2007 when we lost the World Cup. Media cars around us with their camera and a big light on top. And, it felt as if we have committed some kind of a big crime, maybe like a murderer or a terrorist.
India beaten by Bangladesh by 5 wickets. Faces say it all.
It's very difficult to start something. There's one saying, what doesn't kill you makes you strong. So definitely I'm stronger. Knowing your limitation is more important than trying to, strive towards perfection. That's for me. It has worked for me. It may not work for everyone, but as an individual, you have to figure out what really works for you. There were times when we were under pressure, we had to win 4 out of 5 games or 3 out of 4 games. We have done it, but how do you know you are a strong character? Unless you are pushed to the deeper end, unless you have that pressure. It's all well said, when I'm sitting over here and saying something, okay, this should be done, this should be done. But when it comes to the action part, so I always say, why people say action speaks louder than words. These are the things, we want everybody to do certain kind of things, but when it comes to us, we may or may not do the same thing. So that's why action is more important. When you're going through the tough patch, it's actually the technique that helps you get back to form. But at the same time, you have to adapt and you should know your limitation. Everybody gets out at some point of time. So we all keep committing mistakes. It's one game where I don't think there's perfection. It's the only game where there's no perfection. It's only cricket where you hit at the front, it goes back, you still get 4 runs or a 6. And people appreciate, you're getting 4 runs, doesn't matter. You play in a week. If not there, there.
I would like to keep it very simple. I play cricket and all my devotion is towards cricket, and I know one thing, whatever is around me is because of cricket and not because of anything else. The kind of person I am, throughout my life I've never tried to change myself. I've always kept it simple. I think it's the ethics and the principles that really matter in life, and I've kept it really simple, so that has really helped me.
You have to be practical, you have to take risk in life, but at the same time, you have to be calculated. You can't just say, okay, I took a risky option at some point of time. You have to be ready for the kind of talent that's really needed to achieve what you want to achieve. But at the same time, you have to take risk in life. Hard work that you have to put, irrespective of what your profession is. The hard work, the honesty, respecting the elders, which I feel is the key. If you don't respect the elders, be it your parents or be it anyone, it becomes very difficult to be successful in life. Being humble, try to be, when you enter, let's say, any big building, right from the first man you meet to maybe the managing director, you have to be the same to each and everyone. So that's what life is all about. Go through the difficult periods, fight it out, but if you can do it with a smile, that you'll become part of maybe the 5% persons, who can actually do it. Because at times we crib about life, about the tough period, but what's important is to go through the tough period that actually make you a better human being. It's something that encourages a lot of youngsters to say, I want to play there. I want to be part of the team. And it's all the small motivations that really help players become big in life. The first instance can be being part of the team that is playing. Once you are part of the team, what you want is to represent your state, and then the ultimate aim to represent the country.
Do you think it's unfair that you play a team sport where the captain goes and receives the trophy? I feel it was overexposure. It's a whole team that has done well. It's not up to one individual, and once you receive it, you let others in, and there are plenty of youngsters who want to celebrate. The biggest learning for me over the periods of period of time when I was the captain was, a lot of times I used to think this is common sense. No, there is nothing called common sense. You think, oh, I don't need to say it. You know, a lot of times you're like, अरे ये तो बताने की चीज़ नहीं है, but in a team environment you need to say it. Because there will be a few who are intelligent, who know, and they'll be like, you know, ये क्या बोल रहा है, ज़रूरत नहीं है. It's not for them, they can figure out. It's for the person who doesn't understand. But it's very bad to address it to only one person, because then he knows, अच्छा ये मुझे ही बोल रहा है.
Here's Hafiz continuing, and he's played it down. He's got enough on it.
Experience of Junaid Khan bowling that length delivery instead of a yorker, but beautifully picked up by the skipper, Indian skipper.
Right, so the 78 balls and revived the Indian innings, and that's exactly what he's done. Once again, that little bit of the helicopter shot coming into play then. Dhoni takes the aerial route. Into the crowd this goes. And Dhoni bangs it down the ground. Magnificent.
Tell to Dhoni. Watch this one go. It's nearly in our box. Straight down for 4.
Dhoni this time. My goodness.
You always start from zero. You know, a first game is a first game for a legend or a good player or an average player. So,
like being a cricketer, of course, I'm a star, but I think most of the people, they would remember me as a good human being, because after 5 years, 10 years, or maybe 15 years, I won't be playing cricket. So that's the time when they would remember me as a good human being. He was really good. He was never like a big star. He was a good human being, well-natured, down to earth, that kind of a thing. So I think that's more important to me than being a cricket star. India cricket is among the most loved sport. I say, you know, it's the biggest religion in India, you know, because people from every religion, they participate in this sport. They have opinions about cricket, you know. So we have got huge fan following. It can add pressure to a cricketer. At the same time, you know, what it can do is look at the positive. You know, there's so many people who want you to do well, and the only reason they want you to do well is, you know, because of the belief that they have in the players or in the team. So I think that's where we need to look at, you know, the positive aspects. Of course, it can get you bogged down at the same time, but, you know, there's more positives than negatives, so look at the positives.
I think the soldier's life is much more difficult than a yo-yo test. During the 2011 World Cup, and it was like 10 or 15, 20 runs needed on the finals, and the stadium started to chant Vande Mataram, and I believe, you know, that was something. I don't get goosebumps, I don't know, maybe something wrong with me, I don't get goosebumps, but, you know, that moment, I don't think I would ever be able to get into a similar atmosphere. You know, there was something very beautiful about it, and when they started to chant, and let's say if it was moving from one side of the stadium to the other, your ears, they would actually move. And I feel that was, again, a moment, you know, I would never forget in life. If I would ever get a chance to relive it, you know, definitely I would love to, but, you know, that's not really in my control.
Unless you are honest to yourself, you can't be honest to others. And what it also does is, it helps you in accepting what the shortcomings are. You may not be a great player, you know, may not be a great human being, but if you're willing to accept the shortcomings, you can always look to improve. You can go to people, you can ask for help, and there'll be people to guide you out.
As if MS Dhoni has said to Sourav Ganguly, you take over for the last few minutes of your career as an Indian cricketer.
8 years ago today, he made his debut as captain.
umpires outside the circle are the point, third man, deep square leg, and the long on.
That is big. Length. Within reach of Dhoni.
Also to Dhoni. All he does is swing through the line. Pressure on Yaranga.
Magnificent Mahindra.
Well, this was on the offside. Think back a couple of years.
Everyone comes in, obviously, scores a level. Over to you, Skip. Over to you. Usually likes to finish it. He usually likes to finish it with a 6. He'll just play the perfect block. Over to you, Virat. 172 for 4. Don't see this too much from Dhoni. Well played. Hit through mid-wicket, it will go for 4, it's the final.
And look at that man. Well, he's every
in the stands.
Now they've got to push for 2. Who's going to cover the keeper's stumps? They're going to go. Going to get up there. Oh, Garita! Is this the World Cup? It's Martin Guptill. Is this the final?
Thanks, Kevin. I've made my decision.
Look at the big screen, everybody. Look at it. It says that magic 3-letter word. And MS Dhoni, is it the last time he leaves? It's the big stage. He's gone, run out. Paris running the second. And the irony of it all, it was Martin Guptill. What a miserable tournament for Martin Guptill with the bat. But you just knew he'd stay in the game.
Irony, as you said it, is so quick between the wickets. Not many would expect MS Dhoni to give a run out in an important situation. One of the fastest in the world in between the wickets. Leaves the big stage with a run out.
India win. Unbelievable scenes here at the Bull Ring.
MS Dhoni got it right in the end.
India, the world champions. Dhoni finishes off in style. India lift the World Cup after 28 years. The parties start in the dressing room, and it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final.
That is brilliantly done. India win the Champions Trophy as England capitulate.
The winners of the Champions Trophy 2013, India.
मैं गाना नहीं गाऊंगा, बेसिकली मैं गाना गुनगुना दूंगा। किशोर कुमार मेरे फेवरेट हैं, बट ये गाना मुकेश जी का है और मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ, एंड बहुत रेलिवेंट भी है। अगर आप मेरे स्पोर्ट को देखें तो इसकी जो लाइनें इसमें बोला जाता है कि मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ, तो कल कोई और आएगा जो मेरे से अच्छा खेलेगा, कल काफ़ी दूसरे लोग आएंगे जो आपसे अच्छा देखेंगे, तो फ्यूचर में कोई याद करे या ना करे, डजेंट मैटर। तो मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ, पल दो पल मेरी कहानी है, पल दो पल मेरी हस्ती है, पल दो पल मेरी जवानी है, मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ।
you.